Hi everyone. Today, after a small break from the study, online study, and after the exam, today we are gathering again together to start our portions which we have to cover for our annual examination. Not only for annual examination, when we study the history which make us understand what all things happened in the past, and from the book what all things we are understanding is a part of the literary sources, isn't it? We have already studied what is meant by history, and history has a different primary and secondary sources. What are the primary sources and what are the secondary sources? And as we study history, you have to read a lot of books and watch around where you are, the things around you, and try to understand what are they. Not only with curiosity go and see and come back. Now understand what is the history behind it. When you see a name also, what is the history behind that picture, that person? And now I will show you one picture, and you have to say who is that man. For us, this man has a great importance. Can you see this picture, all of you? Who is this man? Surely you have to know. Now we are not seeing together, and we are not understanding each other when you talk to me, because it's a video I am sending to you. I hope that you understood who is he. Anybody can see? So, taking the
His
class.
PS Jogi has not given.
I am taking the classes. I will
Sorry,
come later.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. So, you have seen, and I hope that you understood who is that person. I will say, because you understood, you cannot say to me, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Hey, what is the story? What is the history behind that man? He was a pioneer of the social religious reformer of India. You know his origin? He is from Bengal, and he born in 1772, I think, in a Orthodox Brahmin family. But while he was living, he saw many things which are the rituals, the habitude, and the superstitions which were prevailed, the rigid caste system, which all these social evils prevailed at that time. Thanks for the Western education, even though they have made lot of things against India, they have done through the education. Our people became very reasonable and thinking, thoughtful people about what all things happening around India and around the world. And this Western education, after the Western education, so many people, they started to think about what is happening around them. And we know that one of that is Raja Ram Mohan Roy. And he is the first and the foremost person who reacted against these such social and religious evils prevailed at that time. And we know that Raja Ram Mohan Roy, as he went to England as an envoy to the Emperor Akbar II. We know Akbar was a great personality, was a great emperor, and he called this Raja Ram Mohan Roy to this man. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was his name, but Raja came later when Akbar II sent him to England as an envoy. And after he came back, this Akbar II called him Raja. And can you see some of the social evils and the religious evils which had to be reformed at that time? We know that a caste system was there, rigid caste system was there, and many superstitions was there, and also they are worshipping polytheism. Polytheism means many gods are there. And Raja Ram Mohan Roy was the person who was for monotheism. Monotheism means, what is meant by monotheism? Monotheism means one God. There is only one God, and we are calling this God in different names that we have already studied in the previous classes also. No, we will not take too much time to explain that all things. And we know that in Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, everyone in each religion, they had their own reformers. Reformers means the things which were prevailing at that time was not good, and it had to be changed. In that way, they made the reforms. They changed the things which were prevailing at that time. So, they were called as reformers. And now we are studying about the Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja name given by Akbar II. And he was born in Bengal 1772, and this his name was Ram Mohan Roy. And it was in the second half of the 19th century these reforms acquired an all India character, especially as the press played a major role in the spread of new ideas. Press means through the newspapers. We know that when we studied about the history, we have studied these are also part of the sources of history. And this prepared, that means the sense of cultural unity, prepared the Indians to protest against this colonial rule also. Not only against the social or religious evils. What all things were prevailed at the period of the coming of British people in India, they wanted to remove, they considered the Indians as a secondary class because they were what all beliefs, what all things, our thoughts, they were considered as the secondary. They felt that they are the superior quality people and they are the superior people to before us. And they were considered our beliefs, our thoughts, and all our way of doing the things are not as a good, as a bad thing they considered. It will feel us, no? We felt as a feeling against the British people. If they were considering us as the inferior to them and they are considering themselves as the superior people towards us, and we will feel, surely we will not feel better. And all these things, our cultural heritage, for them it was nothing. But for us, still it is very valuable things. So we can't forget all these things. We have to remember our past in order to understand what cultural heritage we had in the previous time. And through the Western education, it was the great awakening in the Indian people, among the Indian people, like this Rajaram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chand, we have studied in the last lesson also, and Swami Vivekananda. These all things, people were the great leaders for India, for reforming our India, remaking our India. So we should have great admiration towards these people. All those social evils, cultural evils, and all those religious evils were not good for India, were removed by them after they have got their education. So education still have a great role in our history, to keep up our history. So we should not be, even though there is a pandemic season, even though there is a COVID-19 present, the online classes are going on. The teachers are taking the classes. So much online things are coming through internet. We have to take into consideration all these things in order to study. And read the text also, because we have to learn from the text. And all these cultural, social, religious evils were prevailed at that time were valued or evaluated, and we have keep up only the good things, and all those bad things we have avoided. In that way, the Reformation came into being. So now, all the things which are prevailing in India is good, we cannot say. But still, India is going forward. And there are many people are thinking and evaluating about that. We also part of that. We also have to read much and study about all these things. And what can I do for my India? After reading and understanding only, we can understand what all things are evil for us, what all things are bad for us. Then only we can change. If we are not studying, we are not reading, watching the TV news, watching the movies are also helpful, because movies are the reality of the society. They are making as a film, and we are seeing that. And we should understand, in the reality, if these things, if it is the bad things are happening, we have to remove all these things, and we have to realize that the better things we have to take to our life, and we have to impart to our society. And in this way, we can change our society, our life first of all, then our family life, our society, then our nation and our country. And it will goes to the international level. Not to become famous in the world, but these people will not, they didn't all these things in order to become famous, but the past history made them famous because they have done many things for our loving India. So we have to love our India. All these reformers, social, religious, cultural reformers of Indians, we have in our school. When you watch through the walls of our school building, inside the school, we can see many of these reformers who have done many things for our India. So, for today, I am stopping here. You have to read the first page, at least first and second pages of this 9th chapter. We have to complete these portions before examination, before 25th of February. Not 25th, before 15th of February we have finished all portions. So you have to collaborate. So please read about the social and religious reforms which prevailed in India as a movement. We know what is mean by movement. Movement is a process of going forward with a union of people with all many thoughts in order to change for a better living. They have an idea. That idea can be one thing, for example, a social evil. That evil we have to be removed from India. Because of that, they started a movement, a group of people forming a group of some ideas, and these ideas, if that has to be reformed, they will reform their ideas if it is in order to have a better idea for our world, for our people. So these movement, they put forward and go forward, and they start to become this India better, these people better, this living better. Okay, thank you all of you students, and next day we will continue to take the next part. So the first and second pages of the history 9th lesson you have to read and try to understand better. Okay, try to ask some questions in the next class. Okay, thank you.